Hey Pisces, welcome to the Tourmaline Tarot. We're going to see what's going on for the first half of March for you. This is general, and you'll probably know in the first couple minutes if this is you or not. So, let's see if you want to actually talk. Yes, you do. You finally got there. Okay. Like I said, I'll keep my mouth shut before the cards are all out. But we'll see what's going on exactly. I feel like you're not getting somewhere like you wanted to, or you were kind of pushed out and forced to do something, and now you're kind of on the hunt again. I'll clarify in a sec, but that's just the gist, so we're not sitting here in an awkward silence. So yeah, I feel like something kicked you in the tush, and you just were like, what the? But in the end, it'll be positive, but in the meantime, there's a little bit of like feels about it. Because we have lightning, the swords, and the stork. Lightning is like, boom, something happens, and you feel like you have to get your defenses up. But with the stork, it's moving away from things. Storks have to migrate. They have to go to something better. It's also the birth of stuff, because what do storks bring? They bring babies. So maybe it's, I'm not saying it is a literal baby, but it's the start of something, because the stork shows up and it's like, here you go. Figure this out. Because then we have the mountain with the woman. Like I said, only a guy and a girl in this deck, so it's just a person. So I feel like this might be you who's like, boom, obstacle. You're like, whoa. But you're being smart about it, because then we have the fox. They know how to hunt. They're not dumb. They know how to bide their time. They know how to kind of figure things out. And I say that because we have the ship. The ship can take a while to get there, but there is an element of desire to it. So something that might have cleared itself out, you're finally getting to what you want, because there's, loyalty, faithfulness, etc. The dog is, good qualities that you'd want. Then you have the fire. So I feel like there's an element of getting the mojo back, where you're figuring out what you want. You're also just not jumping into stuff. Whatever obstacles have been thrown in your way, it's hurdle time. Like you're ready to, climb over that, pioneer style, 1883 if you're watching that. So then we have the fox. And I want to find out, what is Pisces being smart about, huh? We had a couple of things want to pop out there, but what is Pisces being smart about? Okay, I think if this was some kind of jarring situation, because then to go right from like, lightning bolt, swords, I have to change something. Oh my gosh, I'm right into a mountain. You might want a second. You might want a moment to figure this out. There's no, just right back into the thing. You want to kind of figure out what you're doing. You kind of want to see how the cards fall. No pun intended here. But what about this clover? For me, it's like the short-term Wheel of Fortune card, where you're kind of just seeing what shakes out. That's too many. What about this wheel of... All right, the pig wanted to come out again. So then we have the scythe. That is having to cut something down, but what do you have to do to crops? You have to cut them down to be able to harvest them. So it's like sowing time. And then we have the sun, and then we have the piggins. So this... Sometimes the pig can mean being complacent or being a little lazy, but I'm not getting that, because this guy's fat and happy. I'm not calling you fat and happy. The pig is. But, the pig has everything he needs. Farmer shows up with food. Everything's cool. You finally get to a point where you've kind of reaped what you've sown. You've let things kind of ride for a little bit. And you finally get to this point where it's kind of new stuff coming along. But, you're happy at the end of this little cycle that you're going through. So I want to find out, what exactly is this fire? What is the stuff coming in for Pisces? Here is the railroad track. What happens to a train when it's not on the track is bad, right? It derails. You just want to have the track. You want to be doing the right thing, going the right way. You want to have a schedule, because what do trains do? They stop at particular stations. They do what they're supposed to do. And I feel like there's an element of like, you just want to be doing what you're supposed to do. Which is, what should Pisces be doing? Okay, there was the crossroads. one to come out. But, so, yeah, the cats, there is an element of superficialness to it. I think, you have the dog back there. I'm going to pull another one on that, but I feel like you don't want that surface level. Yeah. You want, the safe stability. It's important. And I feel like there's a certain level of BS that you're willing to put up with at this point, but it might not be in the first go round of whatever comes through. No, you have a whole new perspective on the situation. I think whatever this was didn't have to be significant, but it was enough of a shakeup that you're just like, no, I don't want this. I want that. I'm making a decision. This is what I'm doing. I'm cutting this out, with the scythe, or I'm harvesting what's due. I'm going to, learn about this with the sun, kind of gain clarity on that. And then I'm finally going to get to where I'm at a happy point. So I don't see negative. I just see a shift in perspective. And it might be like okay, what's important, new perspective, and you finally get the win. It just might take a little bit. I feel like you're on in the mountain portion of the show right now, where you are feeling like you're buttoned up against the obstacles. You are feeling like you kind of have to watch and wait a little bit, and just kind of see what shakes out versus charging ahead and, taking the bull by the horn situation. And honestly, enjoy it a little bit. The pig gets what it needs, and, just maybe bask a little. If I was a pig, that's what I would be doing. So here we go. We're going to go into the tarot, and we're going to see what's going on. Hi, Tower. Yeah, so ba-boom. Kaboomies. That happened. So let's find out, what is this going on for love, decisions, etc. This is the Lover's card. For me, this is a decision card unless it starts pertaining to love. I haven't seen many love, but we'll see what else comes out in the tarot. So that is Gemini as well. That's Scorpio with Tower. Let's see, what was this for Pisces? Five of Water. Some kind of regrets, something that's kind of keeping you in your head, something, it's the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Especially if you don't have a direction, or you're not have a clear direction, I should say. It's like, maybe I did this, maybe I do that. You want the Three of Earth, which is the outcome, and that's good. That's work. That is stability. That is, kind of putting in your time. I think you might be leaning into a more practical kind of concerns right now after this Tower business. Like I said, I'm not getting super love stuff, but let's find out, what was this decision, or, this situation that was, emotional, that Pisces was dealing with here. Okay, Ten of Air. Something closed out, and it had to do with your stability. The Queen of Earth. If it's not a person, then the situation for me is usually like something that seemed stable, seemed like it was all together, kind of went like, nope, you're done. So, there was some kind of wrap-up ending that involved how you viewed, the world, that might have been a little more. It's the Tower energy with the shakeup. I do want to pull one on the Tower to be like, is this a relationship? I'm getting heavy, like practical stuff. Two of Fire. I feel like something went in a different direction than what you anticipated. The decision that came down, you might not have expected. And so you have the Hermit and the Page of Water. So that kind of puts you into that introspective thing, because the Hermit is like, oh, I got to go inside, and I've got some feels about it. So, it's kind of like you're starting to figure out how you felt about something. What is this Five of Water for Pisces? What is the coulda, woulda, shouldas? You just want balance back. You just want the Six of Earth, Six of Pentacles. You just want to be able to, have your balance. Once again, practical matters, being grounded, not feeling like you're Nine of Airing it. Yeah. So you need to, I honestly want to say there's nothing you could have done different. It was going to shake out the way it was. Give me this one more on this. Because when it comes to a Tower and the lightning bolts and stuff, it's stuff that was beyond you. Yeah, so you want this Ace of air, ace of fire, I mean, and this is the king of air. So I feel like there are decisions being made. You are picking directions. It's coming from a logical, stable place, but you are going to make moves again. It's not like you're getting out of that loop. So this Three of Earth, what can Pisces expect with this Three of Earth? Okay. Well, that was a chunk, but we have this Queen of Water, right? Okay, so Queen of Water, that's somebody who's kind of in control of their emotions, kind of figuring things out. Also, water sign business. So we have the Queen, and then we have the Two of Air. So you had the Two of Wands back here, so two of Fire. Something was done, but here's decisions. Being more decisive, remember, coming with the logic and stuff. And then we have the Hierophant, right? So for me, this is Taurus. So something might kick off, end of April, May. If we're looking at timing, this is the only real timing card because I don't think you're waiting until, summer for stuff to happen. But I think Taurus is finally the time. But it's also stability. If it is job stuff, it is, gaining back whatever kind of rhythm you had. And I think it's bigger, better, stronger, faster. Yeah, so it is practical, but you're finally able to get out of that mindset and get to somewhere stable and doing things the right way. And I think, I do want to pull one. I know I'm going a little long on this, but what is the advice for Pisces until this stability can kind of be reached again? Empress. For me, she is owning the restart energy, the reboot energy. I almost said rebirth, but no, this is a reboot. This is like Pisces version 2 whatever. And I think this is what you need to focus on, is what it looks like. What is Pisces 2, 6 whatever, whatever version you're on. Whatever version you're on, Pisces. It's the reboot. Pisces 2, Electric Boogaloo. Sorry, I had to do it again. No, okay, hi. Queen of Air and Six of Fire. Do I need to say anything else? No, you're going to win. There is decisive action coming. Like I said, you just get out of your head. Stop it. Get some help, as my kids like to say. So let's do Cosmic Pep Talk for Pisces. I know I'm going long here. What can we tell Pisces? What does Pisces need to know? Okay. Is it only 2? Yes, we can do that. Any more than that, it's getting a little ridiculous. So we have Wolfenite and we have Hematite, which is, Hematite is originality, inner confidence, and protection. Okay, there you are. Hematite is, it's time to draw on your inner will to move forward. Take responsibility for your existence and work towards a state of grace. Okay, yeah, you're back in the driver's seat. Wolfenite is feelings, cycles, and integrating. A need to identify those with whom you have a soul contract. Go beyond the needs of the ego and work at a spiritual level until the lesson or task is complete. And I feel like you've kind of been, feet to the fire, Pisces, on this one. So you are coming out of it. And just remember, reboot, reboot, reboot. And I hope this helped. And I will talk to you in a couple weeks.